Yes, hey, what's up, guys? This is BanTheTesters back with another episode of Let's Talk. So, again, this is just where I sit here and talk about things, whether it's movies, games, or whatever, that may have a controversial opinion as far as them being good or bad, but, to each his own. So, yeah, today, man, this is going to be a controversial one. I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for it, but today's topic is the movie Pixels. And again, this movie actually came out July 24th, 2015, and again is already now out on Blu-ray and DVD as of October. So yeah, let's start. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So Pixels again was directed by Christopher Columbus of Adventures in Babysitting and the very original Macaulay Culkin Home Alone fame as well. So that's very interesting. So movie basically as of right now is sitting on a 17% critic score, over 50% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it actually went on to make $243.6 million out of an $88 million budget, and that is worldwide, I believe. So the movie made a lot of money, which I'm happy to say that I'm happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that instance. That doesn't bother me one bit. What does bother me is the critic circle jerk of people literally taking a chili dump on Adam Sandler just for being an Adam Sandler movie an Adam Sandler film. That basically kind of just gets to me. In fact, it's almost gotten into a cliche of people not even judging a movie by its own merits anymore. They're just judging it as it's another Adam Sandler movie, so I better whip out all those jokes that I've been fucking saving up forever, And I think people will literally just write jokes in advance for whenever the next Adam Sandler movie comes out to put in a headline whenever you start reading reviews for films. So, and also, man, I've come across things called quote-unquote reviews, and it's funny I'm using air quotes, but you guys can't see whatever I'm doing at the moment anyway. And they're not even reviews. They're basically just rants. They're just rants. They're not even they're not even constructed reviews. They're just rants on Adam Sandler as a person and how he's a cancer to the film industry. You're telling me Pixels is the worst movie you've ever seen? If Pixels is the worst movie you've ever seen, there's got to be some type of issue here, because man, I've definitely I can't even think of what I've seen worse than this movie. I don't even understand that phrase. Adam Sandler being a cancer, or Pixels being a cancer to the film industry, makes no sense to me whatsoever, and it's fucking dumb. But whatever, I digress. Anyway, so yeah, Pixels. So, again, stars Adam Sandler, Josh Gad, and Peter Dinklage, as well of Game of Thrones fame. And it's written by Jim Heltley, who basically wrote for SNL and also co-wrote Billy Madison with Mr. Sandler. Now, I definitely enjoy some Happy Madison films. I do definitely enjoy Adam Sandler's earlier stuff as well. I thought 8 Crazy Nights was pretty good as well, so I might look into getting into that as well, since the holiday season's coming up. Might do something with that as well. But yeah, I actually enjoyed Pixels. I know some of the beef was definitely around how some of the video game characters were treated, and I completely understand that. And a lot of them didn't get a lot of time on screen, and even if they did, they were actually just, pretty much only in the background of the film as well. So I completely understand. I know Paperboy's in there, but there were some also good things about the film as well. I definitely do think Adam Sandler really does step it up here, even though, again, he does look a little tired, but I mean, again, when you're Adam Sandler and you're making a movie that's going to get practically dumped on, in theaters, of course, I'd look a little tired and irritated as well. And to be completely honest, I understand why he doesn't really give interviews or do a lot of press for his movies anymore as well, because I'd probably get tired of that same shtick too. So there are some good points to Pixels as well. Again, there is a scene where it is PacMan. Basically, it's PacMan ravaging around the streets of New York, and they have to get these little cars, which they're calling ghosts. These little cars from like the little Mini Coopers, which are from the Italian Job, and those are usually really interesting. And so it was a really fun scene to look at, and it was just fun to see the cars going around. And the mayhem that Pac-Man is basically causing in New York. And again, one thing I definitely have to sit here and admit, that the special effects, whatever you say about the film, it doesn't matter, but the special effects were on point. I think it's where most of the budget went. And they had a cool scene where a military base is getting attacked by a video game character, and you see the little bitty pixelated blocks, like it tears a hole through this wall, and somebody steps out of the wall, and you see these little mini 8-bit, these little like the wall starts to pixelate or whatever, and you see these little blocky little video game things, like somebody just took a huge digital bite out of the wall, which was awesome. So the Pac-Man scene was great. The centipede scene was great as well. So that was really fun, where Adam Sandler and Josh Gad's character are sitting here trying to fight the centipede, and they're telling, they have to go in here and save the day where the military can't. So let the nerds take over. It was really fun. And so Josh Gad I actually thought Josh Gad did a really good job, especially on the halfway point of the film. I was like, oh man, I don't know how this is going to go. Let's hope this isn't super annoying. But he actually did a really good job in the film. And again, he has one standout scene where him and Adam Sandler are basically telling the military what to do. And Josh Gad says, keeps saying to this dude, "Do you feel me? Do you feel me, son?" And of course, these are buff military dudes, and Josh Gad had that that nerd body type architect going on for the film as his character or whatever, and it was really funny to see. But yeah, the movie is basically bubblegum, cotton candy kind of fluff or whatever. The central plot is Adam Sandler's character, Sam Brenner, was a video game world champion, and essentially lost to what is Peter Dinklage's character later on. And there's more on that later on in the film. And he has to come back after working this real crap job, installing home theater systems and video game systems. And it turns out that he has to save the world. And Kevin James is actually the president. I actually thought Kevin James did fine in this film. So there was one thing I remember reading reviews on it where they were calling Adam Sandler's character like a scumbag because he was hitting on a female, an older, a single mom character, because he quote unquote thought that they had a moment. They explain, okay, Adam Sandler does not get away with that. Like, that's the thing I never really understood was, he's a scumbag for hitting on, a single mom or whatever when she's sitting there crying and she just, broke up with her boyfriend or whatever it was. And she doesn't let him live that down until later on in the movie. That is actually discussed in the film. Like, she keeps making fun of him, and it's super awkward for her to be around him because of that scene. So she actually addresses that in the movie. So this isn't something that just skates by just because it's an Adam Sandler film. And another thing, the fact that this movie does not seem like a Happy Madison production at all. So it was actually produced by Happy Madison and 2 other studios as well. So this isn't just a Happy Madison production. And the movie doesn't feel like a Happy Madison production. The only thing that feels like Happy Madison in the film is a couple of jokes that were hit and miss, especially with some of the video game characters as well. But short of that, I think that there was a lot of respect given to some of the characters as well. Like Max Headroom makes an appearance as well. I'm not mad at this film. And again, maybe it's because I'm a 90s kid. I wasn't born in the 80s with a lot of these games, but still though, I mean, I still know Pac-Man, Centipede, Galaga, especially, and some of those games still hold up today. A lot of them really do. But I'm not mad at this film. People were really upset. I've never seen people so salty at a film coming out than whenever it's Adam Sandler time. And I guess people are going to be even more mad now that Ridiculous 6 is going to be coming out in December. So hopefully if I enjoy that, I'll definitely do something. I'll definitely do a Let's Talk on that. But I'm not mad at this film. People were just really... It was just really an odd experience. I was really taken back by how pissed off people were at this movie. And it just didn't make any sense. I mean, just kind of go there and just have fun. And if not... as I said, I recommend, the reason why I did this was because I actually enjoy the film, and I definitely want to recommend it to people and say, hey, like, if you have Netflix or whatever, your platform of choice to watch movies is, I would definitely just recommend this as a rent. Maybe some people won't want to buy it because, again, Adam Sandler's name on it. I do know people who basically, don't watch anything because Adam Sandler, is the cool thing to hate. So we moved from Call of Duty to Adam Sandler to whatever else is next. So, and there was Twilight before that, etc., etc. But for me, I was just judging the movie on its own merits of fun, and I totally enjoyed it. I totally had a good time with Pixels, and I will hopefully pick it up on Blu-ray later. So for me, that's not really a big problem. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Talk, and there will definitely be more to come. I'm super excited about this as well. I mean, this is probably the second or third episode I've said that I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I'll definitely have more of these as well. So taking a look at some movies that, that I really enjoy that might be some underrated gems. But thank you guys for sitting here and listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well for more. And please let me know in the comments what you guys thought about Pixels. Like, was it really as bad as you guys thought it was? Yay or nay? And also, hey, is there anything else that you think that is an underrated gem that people that you or your friends or family or whatever may not like? Please let me know in the comments. All right, guys, this is BanTheTesters, and I will talk to you guys later. See you around, and thank you guys so much for listening.